What's up everyone, Fred Nielsen here. This video is going to be a comparison video between the new version of the iPod Touch, the 4th generation one, and the outgoing 3rd generation. This is actually a 16GB 2nd generation model, but the specs are going to be the exact same ones as the 8GB 3rd generation model. Though, if you have a 32GB model or 64GB from this 3rd generation, you will have nearly as fast speed. I believe it's a 512 megahertz processor, and I believe that this is a 256 megahertz processor, whereas this is 1 gigahertz. So the first differences are that this one has the Retina display, which is four times better pixel resolution, and the resolution is twice as good, though the pixel quality is even better. Second difference you may notice is that there is a front-facing camera right here and a rear-facing camera right there, and I got an engraving as well. So let's go by the exterior, or the whole thing now to begin with. The new version has a speaker on the bottom that is a lot louder than when it was inside that thing, so it's right there as you can see. So it has the 3.5mm headset jack, the dock plug. On the left side you have the volume, not rocker anymore, these are just buttons now. I like this a lot more actually. Also on the top, if you notice or if you look, the hold button has switched positions. It is now, instead of there, it is there, and it's also, instead of being just on the top, it's been moved a little bit down, so it's kind of, it's hard to explain, but it's just not, you have to get used to it, basically. Now, this one is rounder, I guess. I'm not say it's more comfortable to hold. In the beginning, this wasn't that comfortable. By the way, I have screen protector on, that's pretty much why it looks, why there's so many fingerprints on it. Though it is fingerprint magnet, both of them are. I'll just clean this up a little bit for the sake of the video. This one has a rocker. The microphone is not as good. It doesn't have a microphone. This one does have a built-in microphone now. This does not have the better speaker, and you can also see where the wireless is, or the Wi-Fi. How's it called? This is what basically can see Wi-Fi networks, or allows you to connect to them. So let's get started and let's unlock both devices and do a network test. So first thing you may notice is the Retina display. You may not be able to notice it from here, but the resolution is significantly better. I'll just quickly enter the passcode. Here we are. My sister was playing Space Buster. This is her version. So the 3rd generation is going to have multitasking, and it is, except for the 8GB model, and it's going to have backgrounds just as this one does. But if you have an 8GB model of the 3rd generation, 2nd generation, or any 2nd generation or 1st generation, you're not going to have multitasking nor background. But iOS 4 is compatible though on the 2nd generation iPod Touches, which is a good thing. So new applications you get is obviously the camera. Another thing you get is FaceTime, which allows you to video conference between other FaceTime iOS devices. Basically the iPhone 4 and iPod Touch right now, but there are rumors that the iPad will have a camera as well. I'll just breathe a little bit. Here we have Game Center. It basically allows you to play through different applications in one, well, basically on one network. It's kind of sweet, actually. I'll just move the camera a bit here. Alright, let's do a network test. Let's open the web browser. I'll just open it. Okay, so let's do a test on any given website. I'll type in cnet.com. And I'll do the same over here. And none of these have ever visited CNET. So this is going to give you the impression of visiting a new site. I'll just type it in, cnet.com. Whoa. Alright. So, 3, 2, 1, and they're both off. Now they're going to be redirecting to the iPhone version. Surprisingly, the right one is faster. I guess it has loaded. They were exactly the same speed. That was pretty impressive. So, because it had that weird result, let's check and go and view full CNET site. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we are. And it still went to the iPhone CNET. Great. So, well, now the refreshing part is actually taking a lot longer on the right, or the second generation model. Let's go on Engadget.com. None of them have visited this one. I think the 8 gig or the second generation actually did visit CNET mobile once. That's maybe why we got that result. But anyway, let's just go on Engadget. They're both off, and this one finished significantly quicker. Let's just go on full Engadget experience again. We just go back here. 3, 2, 1. The new iPod Touch is pretty much done. Hold on, there. It is now done. The second generation is still going. Basically, this one has 1 gigahertz A4 chip, has longer battery life, and it's pretty obvious that it's going to be a lot quicker. So I actually remember that while I had the second generation one, my old one went in the washer. That's why I was actually forced to buy that one. Well, it wasn't forced, but I really wanted a new iPod Touch. I got pretty used to having one. So I really needed to get one. So pretty much the main differences are going to be speed, retina display, cameras, speakers, built-in microphone. I personally think that this is going to be a great upgrade, especially if you have one of the older versions that do not have either iOS 4 if you have the first generation, or multitasking or backgrounds if you have the second generation, or 8 gig third generation. So you know, I remember that while I had my second, how's it called, my second generation iPod Touch, I began slowly not using it because of its slow speed. I couldn't really browse the net or anything anymore. I couldn't really. Let's see where the brightness goes on this. So I couldn't browse the net. It was just so slow. So what I did was that I obviously bought the new one. So let's put all the brightness on top so we can see which one has the most shining display. And I think they're pretty much tied. I think that actually this one is a little brighter, though the colors are not nearly as good as the 4th gen iPod Touch. The retina display is simply amazing. I love it. I love the form factor. I love pretty much everything about it. The only complaint I have is that there are no I forgot the feature name, but that feature that the photos that the iPhone 4 has, HDR photos. It does not have HDR photos, nor does it have the percentage marker of battery life in the top right corner, which I missed, but it's not that big a deal. So if I hadn't put my iPod in the washer, I may not have bought this, but I think that I hope I did, because this was a great upgrade. It was definitely worth it. It cost me 309 euros. In dollars, it's going to cost you, for the 32 gigabyte model, it's going to cost you around 299, I believe, which is the equivalent of 259 euros, which is a lot less expensive. But yeah, I was pretty much forced to buy it here, so I didn't have much more of an option. So anyway, I think that the clear winner is the iPod Touch 4th generation. Everything is simply better. Everything that this iPod does, it just does better. I think the form and the design of this iPod now just looks aged, and I think that's kind of sad because I used to think it looked so modern and stuff, but that's not really a big deal. Anyway, let's just compare how thin and which one is thicker. So Apple said this one is a lot thinner. Now, I would say that this one is different because it has the border is a lot more. This one is kind of curved, though this one just goes directly to the bottom here, where it is flat. However, this is not entirely flat. It just goes like, well, you can see here. However, this one is entirely flat right here. This one is kind of too, but it's curved for a longer while. Also, I put a clear coat on this. I made a video about that. I do not have any scratches on this. I think it's great. I waited to open it before or until I got the clear coat. This one, however, it did not have a clear coat. Only got the clear coat off recently. And look where all these scratches. Look at all these scratches. How beautiful that is. I think that is great to protect the iPod just in case, you know. So, if I would consider upgrading, I definitely would. I think you should do that in any case. If you have the money, of course. If you just barely gotten the money to get the older version, I think you should just stick with it unless... it's definitely a fun upgrade, a necessity. I think I would say so because of the other one's slow speed. If, however, you have a third generation 32 gigabyte or 64, I would probably not. But if you have if you really want a camera or a louder speaker and you're willing to buy a new one for that, and the Retina display obviously, then you should go for it. But otherwise, if I had a third generation, I probably wouldn't have bought it. So thank you very much for watching this video. It was a review of the 32 gigabyte iPod Touch 4, I think we can call it, will be coming up shortly, and a few unboxings, or another unboxing is coming soon, so be sure to check that out. Thank you very much for watching this video. If this was FFCompHelp, please follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/FredNielsen. Make money online at lotsofreecash.tk. Become a fan of Facebook. Comment, like, and subscribe. Whatever you want. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye. And I certainly hope that I helped you with your decision. So, anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.